Hello everybody, welcome to my channel. Now today we're going to be diving into one of the coolest mysteries of our solar system. Why is Mars red? Well, you've probably seen those rusty orange photos from rovers such as Perseverance or Curiosity that have explored Mars' surface. And I can tell you that it is not just for show. There is actually some real science behind it. So stick around as I draw it out step by step and explain why the red planet got this funny nickname, or simply why it is red. Well, first off, I can say that Mars isn't just any planet. It's actually our next door neighbor, and living quite close to us. It's about 140 million miles away on average, or 225 million kilometers. But why the red hue? It's not painted that way, that's for sure. It's all about the dirt on its surface. Mars is covered in a fine dust that's rich in a substance called iron oxides. Yeah, that is basically rust. Not that type of rust, this type. Yeah, imagine if your car rusted and turned the whole planet orange. Well, this dust is everywhere, and when sunlight hits it, it scatters something called red light, making the planet look red from space. And, fun fact, the ancient Romans named it after their god of war because of that bloody red color in the sky. And this is also the Greek equivalent of Ares. But how did Mars get all of this rust? Well, billions of years ago, Mars wasn't the dry desert it is today. Scientists think that it actually had rivers, lakes, and, yeah, even oceans. Liquid water on Mars. How is that possible? And where there's water and iron, wait, not that type of iron, this type, perfect. Where there's water and iron, which is common in rocks, you get something called oxidation. That's when oxygen bonds with iron in order to create iron oxide, commonly known as rust. Well, back then, Mars had a much thicker atmosphere with oxygen, so the iron in its rocks started rusting over time. As the water dried up and the atmosphere thinned out, thanks to a phenomenon called solar winds stripping it away, all of that rusty dust was left behind. Now, today, windstorms called dust devils spread it everywhere, painting the whole planet red. NASA's rovers have confirmed this by analyzing the soil, and it's up to 20% iron oxide in some spots. Now, I've prepared some fun facts for you. Mars is home to Olympus Mons, the biggest volcano in our solar system. It's 17 miles long, that's actually 3 times taller than Mount Everest. It's so wide that you could fit all of Hawaii inside it. Unlike Earth's volcanoes, it is not active anymore, but its dark lava fields add to Mars's reddish vibe and create an interesting phenomenon. Now, if you thought that the Grand Canyon was amazing, forget about it. Mars has something called Val Mariners. Named after the Mariner 9 probe, which discovered this gigantic valley, it is actually a canyon so massive that it's like a scar across the entire planet. It's 2,500 miles long, 7 miles deep, and could stretch across the entire United States of America. Scientists think that this canyon actually formed when Mars's crust started cracking as the planet cooled down, and its red walls are full of that rusty dust. But not least, Mars's frozen water. Mars might look like a dry desert, but it's actually hiding ice. Scientists found frozen water under the surface, especially at the poles of this planet. Now, this ice could have been part of ancient oceans that rusted Mars's rocks, and one day we might actually melt it in order to make Mars livable. So, thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe if you like this video. And I hope that you now understand why Mars actually has this